Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have a surprising, shocking reveal for the next upcoming Skullector doll being a Squid Game collaboration, so stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. So, I think no one was expecting the release for Monster High on the 24th of October to be a Squid Game collaboration Skullector doll, because I think a lot of us were probably expecting the 24th drop to be the Us Skullector 2-pack, just because we already saw the artwork for that leak, and we had no knowledge of this, Squid Game Skullector doll being even a thing that exists. So this literally came out of nowhere, and no Us Skullector 2-pack, but instead, we have the we have a Squid Game Skullector doll, which is insane to me. This is probably the most out there collaboration we've had so far, unexpected for sure, and it's also just just so bizarre, like a Squid Game Monster High doll. Like, it's just, I kind of get it, because I guess in like the first episode, which is the doll is based on the first episode, the robot girl from the first game. I guess in that first game, it is kind of like horror themed, like, because it's like a shock to everyone when they find out that the actual games are real and that they could actually, die. So I guess that it kind of ties in like that, but I also don't know if like Monster High and Squid Game really like work. Like, is there really enough of a connection there to warrant this doll? I'm not sure. Also, because I feel like, we've been waiting for like Coraline, Corpse Bride, all those amazing collaborations to happen for so long now, and instead of those, we're getting a Squid Game Skullector doll. We're getting a Squid Game Skullector doll before we get Coraline. Are you excuse me? So the Squid Game doll, her name actually is Young-Hee. I didn't know she even had a name in the show, her name is Young-Hee. Sorry if I'm butchering that, but I didn't even know she had a name, so the more you know. Anyway, so she's gonna retail, she's priced at $65 US. And of course, like usual, fan club members do get early access a day before of the 24th. So I guess on the 23rd, fan club members would get early access to her before the wide release on the 24th. So that's something if you really want to get her and don't want to have to deal with scalpers, although I'm pretty sure some of them also just have the memberships. It's not a perfect system, but it's okay. It's what we have. So releasing 24, 65, that's pretty much it. And I do think she's on like a new body, a new G1 curvy body. I think it's probably the same curvier G1 body that they also used on the Sanderson sisters of Mary, is I believe one of those new dolls. They also gave her a new body sculpt, so that's the same one that they're using here, because you can clearly tell the thighs are much thicker, the legs. It's pretty exciting that they're introducing brand new body types in G1. It also, I feel like, opens the door for the next year's Skullector Elvira Pride doll. Maybe they might introduce a new body sculpt for her as well, with a more accurate build, like a lot of people were asking for. Maybe that will actually happen. I don't know, I feel like that's more likely now to happen. So let's see. But I also think this is really fits the character here, because in the actual show, the design of the actual robot doll, it is kind of chibi, it is kind of thick, so it's very stylized. So it's very interesting how they kind of translated that design to like Monster High version, and I completely get why they had to use a new body type. It just really fits her much better. I don't think like the skinny body type would have looked good on her. I think they would have looked really out of place. But yeah, she is a pretty simple doll, all in all. Her dress is one piece probably, and it has like two different layers. The sleeves are different fabric. The collar is nice and shiny. We have like the orange part over the yellow part, which is kind of see-through at the skirt piece. And then you can see some more of the like a print design on the underneath of the orange transparent vinyl looking piece. It reminds me of OMG Neonlicious's outfits that she's had in the past. She's always had some kind of like, you know, a vinyl looking skirt on that's kind of like see-through, so it reminds me heavily of Neonlicious's outfits. But I like how you can see the pattern design, the print underneath the skirt. It's like obviously inspired by the different staircases in the show. That's very also colorful. I like that. It's very subtle, and it's but it works. I do think it works. And her bow, she has a bow on the back, and I also think it's super fun how you can actually turn her head all the way around, and it's actually supposed to be able to do that like properly, because if you recall in the show, she actually stands she's not facing the crowd, she's facing the wall, and so it is accurate also, like the way that they displayed her in the box, you know, like she's not facing to us, her body is facing the box, and we see her back, but because she turns her head around, you know, all the way like an owl, her head is just, you know, facing us like completely, so like head on. So it looks off, like if you don't know like the context and like why, but if you know it, it's such a fun little Easter egg, and like it really works. it is really cool, so I appreciate that a lot. The bow looks really nice. Her socks really cute. We have some of the references to the shapes from a different episode as well. That's really cute. And then her Mary Jane shoes are simple and black, but then the heels are once again kind of like object heels, but here at least they are more interesting, and they are they are matching, so they're not asymmetrical or something. They're not weird or randomized objects. Like they are basically like the bust of the pink soldier heads with the mask on. So I think that actually works. That works for me. I think that works because obviously the pink soldiers is such just a costume alone with like the mask, the different shapes and all on the front. I think it is very iconic, and it definitely lends to being a little Easter egg here on this doll. Overall, I think it really works. And also the color of the pink, or like the red, it works. I think it doesn't stand out too much, and it works because it also matches her lipstick. So really cute. Speaking of her lipstick, her face is really adorable. I'm not sure which face sculpt she is using here, but I think the face screening is accurate. You know, her eyes have the little red dot in the middle because she is again like a robot girl in the show, and she has cameras in her eyes. That's why they are red in the middle, because they're recording, they are seeing everything. So that's very cool. Just the design, it's very detailed. The makeup is very minimalistic, but it works. And I like how she has a very blank expression, because that's how it looks like in the show. She's not smiling, or like she's not sad, but she's just kind of like in a neutral kind of like expression. So it works. And her hair is also very accurate. It's just the pigtails, the blunt bangs, and she has the purple little hair clip, and of course we have the two little purple accessories around her pigtails as well. So it's all accurate, I have to say. Like, this is surprisingly well executed. I know it's shocking, but for once, like, there's nothing here that I would say is not good. Like, it's all good. It's very good. So I like, because it has just the right amount of references and Easter eggs to the actual show, but it also delivers on being a unique Monster High doll. I also love her purse. It's a reference to the piggy bank little prize money that they have on the roof of the ceiling in a common room, you know, where they sleep. That's like the prize money that they look up to every time they finish a challenge. More money drops into the pig. So yeah, that's a genius. That's genius to make that the purse that she has. And then also you can open up the purse, and there's something inside. I'm not sure what it is, but you can open it up, and that's really fun. Maybe there's like money inside or coins. I just think that's just so genius. And also the number in front of the purse Is that like the reference to the number of the main character? That would be so genius. I think that's the case. So that's so fun. And also remember, season 2 is coming like this year. So that's perfect timing actually. That's insane. So I think overall the box also looks really good. It's very sleek, minimalistic, but it works. She has a new saddle stand as well, so no waist hugging stand. It's like a saddle stand. You place her on top and she just kind of sits on the stand. So that's also very unique to her. Yeah, I think she looks amazing. Honestly, if I could get her, if they would deliver to my address, I checked. They still don't. It's bizarre. I don't know why. But I would consider getting her as my first Skullector doll. But yeah, they don't deliver to my address right now. So the fate has spoken for me. She's really cute, I have to say. But I'm okay not getting her. Like, I am a fan of the show, obviously. I think like a lot of us, we watched the show. It was all the hype when it came out initially, like 2 years ago or something. Wow, 2 years or more. I think it's been more. But yeah, it used to be all the hype, all the rage. And it's just really bizarre that we now have a Monster High Skullector doll of this robot character that appeared in one episode, and like the beginning of the episode, like she only appeared briefly, like all in all. So but I guess it works, it works. So I just hope that the next Skullector releases our Coraline and Corpse Bride and like Carrie, and of course we're getting also the Megan, Pride Elvira, Beetlejuice new 2-pack, and the Us 2-pack. So we're getting those for sure this year. But I hope that Coraline is not too far, away from release as well for next year. Hopefully, it was like Coraline's anniversary this year, right? So that's a missed opportunity, I feel like. But yeah, hopefully Corpse Bride, Coraline, and like other Tim Burton movies are gonna get their treatment soon. But I'm pleasantly surprised here. I don't hate her. I think she's actually maybe worth the money. But that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.